Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel and welcome to some Lobotomy Corporation. So, I'm recording this immediately after trying to stream. My internet connection is not stable enough right now for me to stream, so I do apologize for that for any of you who were in there for that brief moment. I was trying to think of what game I would want to play as a replacement for that, and this is something I picked up recently, and yeah, I wanted to actually play this before I went into Library of Ruina, because I did pick that up and thought that looked really interesting as well. So, how much do I know about this? I actually did a hard reset. You can do that by hitting this thing. But I actually went up to like day 4, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I figured I'd do a clean wipe and then hop into it so I could show you guys. Starting the game with current abnormality observation levels. I still don't actually know what a lot of things mean in this game. Like, I don't actually know what that means. I don't know what, for example, a clip-off meltdown is. I don't exactly know what the hell's going on with that. But basically, like, this game is a much more, like, if you were to play the SCP Foundation, this is a game that is exactly like the concept. But instead of focusing on one person running around the hallways, this is more like the actual management of the SCP sort of foundation. It feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. So I think you always start with this one, because that's the same text that I got for the last one. I'd imagine they want to make it the same there. Alright, so this is Angela, she's an AI. I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I'm Angela, your advisor and secretary, and my role as an AI is to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace, so please have no worry in speaking with me or asking any questions. By the way, this game was originally written in Korean, so there are some weird grammatical typos and stuff like that occasionally, but yeah. Even an AI can have a nice name. Did you know that? I was born from one of the wings of the world. It signifies that I am one of the best to exist in this age. By the way, I think that the people who played this game are also heavily inspired not only by the SCP Foundation, but by Neon Genesis Evangelion. A lot of the sort of Christian mythos that sort of seeps into this definitely feels like it echoes that. I know what you must be thinking. Your eyes that I think I look too human to be an AI, am I wrong? However, there's a great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go where I please like you do. I may be able to operate the systems of this corporation, to open a door or prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I cannot take a step outside of this building to bask in the sunlight or feel a gentle breeze. In regards to my appearance, as you can see, the color of my hair is like that of the morning sky, blah blah blah. Basically just bragging. Don't worry, that was a joke. There can be no such person on this earth. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of possible people in mind. Not entirely sure if that's true, because I think there's slightly more women on Earth than there are men. But if the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I am working as intended. Unless there's like just proportionally like way more lesbians than there are, it's possible. If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I'm working as intended. Moving on, artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to humans in terms of multitasking. I am the best in a majority of work fields. I am able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. I'm certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. It's a shame. Well, enough with introductions. Is there anything that you would like to know? This is what I picked last time. Can you inform me about the company? That is not a bad thing to ask about. Let me put it this way. Your world is constantly growing, and the demand for energy is exponentially increasing as technologies advance. All conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world further. In search of a solution, we happen to stumble upon mysterious beings whom we dubbed abnormalities, basically SCPs. Then we figure out that energy could be harvested from these abnormalities via a special method, to isolate them in a controlled environment and then to harvest energy from them. Our corporation became one of the wings of the world for this discovery that benefits humanity in 2 ways. Once you are fully placed into the role as manager, you'll be able to access all current information on the abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings well to be successful in your position. For now, the encyclopedia's pages lay blank, but it will be filled out little by little. Don't concern yourself too much with it. It is the task your subordinates depend on. Joined at an opportune time, Lobotomy Corporation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting process. Our systems are continually updated to support this, speaking of which there are new updates to the system right before you arrive. That means the working conditions have been improved upon compared to those of your predecessors. Think of it as a small welcoming gift. Best of luck for us. I was just about to mention you. You don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Oh, pardon my manners, manager. I was talking to one of the other AIs that work here. I should introduce her to you. Our facility is a huge one, and you and I would have trouble managing it on my own, so someone determined that there should be an AI to assume head control of each department. If I were to be considered the cerebrum, they would be the cerebellum. Naturally, of course, I should be your most trustworthy and capable companion among all the AIs. Well then, should we greet her now? Oh yeah, this is the same as Library of Ruin in terms of like the order that you meet them, I think. Because you meet Angela and then you meet Malkuth. Manager, I arrived just on time, right? Time is only about 1 minute late. Well, I guess it still counts as on time. Congratulations on joining the Lobotomy Corporation, Manager. I do not want to disturb this touching moment, Malkuth, but every second counts in Lobotomy Corp. Please make your introduction as brief as possible and go prepare for the meeting. Also, being a minute late is not on time, seems Miss Angela isn't in a good mood today. But yeah, if you wanted to take a look, like, you've got the, strange names for the different AI cores there, and then you've got the Sephira back there that's very, very Ava inspired. Or maybe it's directly inspired by the Talmud, I don't know. But hey, at least other Sephira are looking forward to meeting you. Well, maybe not all of them. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Malkuth. I'm in charge of the control team. Since we're the control team, we have a great deal of responsibility. I'll try my best to help you by improving the basic functions of the facility manager. I'm sure you're a bit nervous right now. It takes a bit of time to get used to things around here. I know from experience. But don't worry, I'll be sure to help you. I am not exactly the best at everything. I used to be a problem Sephira, you know. I had sew buttons onto a shirt in the wrong direction or add salt instead of sugar to food. But still, you can do it. Just like I managed you, I'm sure you will succeed, Manager. I'm not so sure about that. I'll give you an easy task since it's your first day here. I wish you the best of luck. I can't take it anymore. Manager, you're in here, right? I have to get out of here, please. I know you're capable. You're the manager. You're not the same as the rest of us. You can do anything. Why do you want to quit? Don't you like working here in the control team? Every day here is a delight for me. It's so horrible. I can't take it anymore. I'll go insane. Nothing here is normal. Do you really think you can't handle it? I like how they don't even show the employee here. Please, I don't want to be here. Let me out of here, please. Manager, even though you're the head of the facility, that employee belongs to my department, so I believe I can take care of this. Let me handle this, please. Sure, whatever. Thanks for acknowledging my position. Please don't be alarmed. These kinds of things happen quite often. Alright. It must be the first time you've seen something like this. Usually Miss Angela or I handle this kind of stuff. It's just a tiny hiccup, nothing for you to worry about. No, please, Manager, please. Malkuth, you can do this. Please make sure to remember that your primary goal is harvesting energy from the abnormalities. In order to harvest energy, you need to work on them. It is the most basic yet important task we have here at the corporation. Please don't let me down. I know you can do it. Goal, complete 3 work processes with the abnormalities. So, like, this all took me a while to figure out what the hell I was supposed to actually be doing here for a while here, but you can actually hit control team, confirm, and that brings the next part of this game. Like, this game and Library of Ruin, for the little that I played of it, they're really bad at explaining what the fuck you're supposed to be doing at pretty much all moments of it. Alright, so memory imprint. So this is our first employee that we start off with, Yun Ho, who is a timid newbie. We're going to stuff them in here and take a look at their stats a little bit there. They've got 20 on their hit points, 17 on their SP, and 15 on their attack speed. So we're going to go ahead and hire someone new here. And also customize their appearance, but that costs us more points, and we can't really we can't really spare those. So we got someone named Tatiana here. One of the weird things about this is that I don't actually know if there's a definitive gender for any of these things, because I'll often see one that's like, it's hard to tell, and then they grow a beard or something like that. So I think that they just get random accessories as things go along, and I'm not sure that there's a specific set thing with that. Alright, I would like to start with someone that has a work success of 20, but got a Loki here who's got mostly something else. Okay, well, whatever. Our first day thing is not that big a deal, so we're going to go ahead and begin management. So what we do throughout the day, we can hit pause here and still continue on, is we basically have these little rooms with these little SCP-like things here, these abnormalities or whatever the hell. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and send out one person to go ahead and talk to that thing. They gain some experience and some levels if they talk to these up to level 3 is the highest I've gotten any of these, or 2? 2, I can't remember. I haven't gotten very far into this. I think actually I got someone to level 3 actually. This thing is going to keep going up as I keep doing jobs here, but you can see that we're getting these green boxes. Our job is to get enough green boxes to finish the day. And these red boxes mean failure. Once we've gotten enough boxes or enough successes or whatever and finished the task, we've got a small amount of cooldown time, but we also have access to a basic guide of what the heck this thing is. So let's pick up the managerial guidelines. 0303 will restore the employee's mental state when the work result is good. Honorio, who received this benediction, commented that it felt refreshing. After the maximum number of PE boxes was produced with both 003 or 00303, it restored the mental health of every employee in the department. So if I get perfect 10, it restores everyone's mental health. Okay. So now there's a 9-second cooldown where I can't do anything with this, unfortunately. But we're going to try and get a little bit of work on from multiple people here. I have done this one before. It's attachment, and it doesn't actually really matter that much. It's just like this thing's completely safe as far as I can tell. I haven't ever seen it do anything harmful, so hopefully that's the case. Tatiana failed to elicit the response from one sin in hundreds of good deeds. Only those who deceive themselves can live truly happy lives. Ignorance is bliss. We've got all these little things that they're doing. You can never quite get that full 10 out of 10. Alright, so we can also go ahead and pick up the basic information here. And as we get more, we can get more out of the story records. So there's a lot of lore in this game about each of these, which you would sort of generally expect there. Yeah, so this is called One Sin and Hundreds of Good Deeds. It apparently looks like a skull and a cross or something like that. The portraits rarely perfectly match up with the other pictures, but that's fine. We can actually keep going, though, so we're not going to stop with what we've done here. Go ahead and send Loki over there as well. Get everyone some experience there. Make sure everyone does their work, their due here. You can also click on this to figure out our success rates for this different sort of set there. They react differently to like not only the different stats, but also different levels of those stats, which is really weird. But we also have like, these randos wandering around here. We've got Epsilon Zero, for example. I'm not sure what they do. This fellow. I'm not sure if they do anything, honestly. I have seen them get murdered, though. No, you did the worst, Loki. So we can't actually continue working, even. I'm gonna pause, actually. Yeah, so we can go ahead and also pick up the escape information, which is pretty irrelevant. There's no escape thing here. The other thing is we can eventually manufacture these weapons out of this guy. These are pretty bad ones though, so it's not really hugely relevant to build these things. Like you get a little bit of damage reduction of these different things here, red, white, black, but then you take twice as much damage from pale. I don't actually know what does those different types of damage though, so, but the math just doesn't say that that's a good thing. Do I want to try one more? I can show the clip-off thing, I guess. So when this reaches maximum, it does something, and I don't know what. I don't think it actually does anything when it's just this guy, because I don't think you can have disaster with it, but... Yeah, so we've reached clip-off meltdown. So as soon as this finishes, I have to send someone else in, and they have to succeed, otherwise something bad happens, and our clip-off meltdown counter goes up to 2. What does all this mean? I've got no freaking idea. Yeah, so I know that something bad happens if you don't send someone in here to deal with the meltdown, except for the fact that I'm pretty sure that this guy's safe even in a meltdown. It's just if someone else gets a meltdown, usually something horrible happens. Like Cthulhu Awakens or something like that. And I'm not a Cthulhu fan, I'm more of a Hasper kind of person. Alright, so I think we can get the rest of the data here. Now I can just also end the day before the clip-off meltdown happens, but Ego gifts. Acquisition probability 5%. Penitence hat. Speed +2. Work success rate +10% with corresponding abnormality. Did someone get that? Yeah, so you've got 60 seconds to get there before something happens. I haven't had to worry about that just yet. There is theoretically like an amount of there is theoretically like a day length, I think, but I'm not sure if it applies yet. You sort of have to get all your tasks done before the end of the day. Alright, so as you can see, as soon as someone walks in there, it stops the clip-off meltdown counter, and the only thing is you have to pass the thing, otherwise they end up having some sort of problem. Alright, so I think we've got all the information out of this guy. We could try to get penitence hats by just going in there over and over again, but let's take a quick look at the 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds will store. Yeah, we already read that. A silent abnormality that understands conflict between good and evil. Its empty eye sockets stare at all of those who encounter it. A giant skull that is attached to a cross. It wears a crown of thorns. It floats about 2 meters above the ground. While its appearance is bizarre, it is rare to record an incident of violence against employees involving this abnormality. It feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. The assigned employees will kneel before it. Standing appears to be acceptable, and present their evil by confessing their sins to it. The way it feeds is unknown. Excerpt from experimental records. We have cataloged the sins of a person. We have cataloged the sins a person can commit into 3 levels: a small lie or action that either goes unnoticed or can be shared in jest. Sins that are more serious can only be shared with the closest of friends. Sins so profound that they cannot be shared with anyone. These will be taken to the grave. Employee redacted has been assigned to confess a level 1 sin. Energy production via the abnormality increased by 12%. Employee redacted was assigned to confess a level 2 sin. Energy production via the abnormality increased by 15%. We assigned employee redacted to confess a level 3 sin. 1 minute and 48 seconds after the employee was sent in, a bright flash of light was seen. The light was so bright that it could be seen outside of the containment unit. Immediately following the light, there was a facility-wide power outage. The phenomenon lasted for 2 hours. Employee redacted lost 6 years of their memory. Further experiments were cancelled. Scientific ethics decree that all footage of those who participated in the experiment is to be kept sealed. However, the incident left us no choice but to review the footage of the containment unit. Employee redacted. This happened at around 4 p.m. Anyways, there was a railway about 20 minutes from my house. Some of my good friends and I decided to dress as forest animals. One of us chose to go as a deer. It was a crude costume. It could hardly be called one, to be honest. Just a pair of clumsy made antlers and a dark outfit with some deer-like spots on it. Omitted. I don't know how our dear friend wandered into the woods. We didn't even notice he was missing for maybe an hour. We searched for him and finally found him in some bushes. We called out his name, and I'm not sure if it was from relief of finally finding us or what, but he started sprinting towards us. That's when we heard the gunshot. Bang, bang, bang. When I came to my senses, I saw his blood splattered all the way to my feet. After that, not one of us dressed up as an animal ever again. That's all. By the way, is this really supposed to work? It's observation log. Its eye sockets are empty. It is a skull after all, but I doubt it's blind. It certainly has its gaze fixed on me, and I can somehow feel that it's listening to me. Confessing to it does lighten my heart, I admit. Afterwards, we investigated the incident in the employee's hometown to get a better picture. We learned that a boy named Justin was shot and killed in a deer costume by hunters during hunting season. Unlike the employee's confession, Justin was repeatedly bullied by other kids. Witnesses said they heard the kids shout, "Run, Justin, run," right before the gunshot. After the incident, the kids at the scene moved out of town and deer hunting was banned in the area. Right. Well, that's not a ton of lore for this guy. Alright, so we've got 3 promotions. We've gained an S rank because everyone survived. I don't think it's possible to die in this one. Might be possible. Looks like there is a timer here, but I'm not sure how this thing actually works. Alright. So, proceed to the next day. We hit yes. And now we have an option between 3 different... I don't know if they're random. Okay, so... Let's base this on how ominous they sound. The curse continues eternally, never broken. Okay, so an eternal curse sounds moderately bad, but not the worst. People have been committing sins since long ago. Why do they commit sins, knowing it's wrong? Alright, well... Somewhere in the distance you can hear seagulls. Okay, that one doesn't sound too bad. This one sounds very judgy, and this one sounds like you're gonna get cursed. So I'm gonna pick the one that's just seagulls. That is the motto of our founder, the one whom we refer to as A. Tell me, if you had to choose one, what part of the motto do you prefer? I prefer build the future. The future is inevitable, but never ever undecided. One may simply lie atop the sand of the future, or they may shape it with purpose. Lobotomy Corporation is an innovative company. The harvesting technologies we have discovered are such a... Please excuse my lack of vocabulary. It's simply remarkable. These technologies could be the salvation of mankind. With these we will mold the future, creating brand new paths. There's a bit of confusion last time, wasn't there? Usually I'm in charge of the security of your office. However, it seems that I failed to pay close enough attention to the Sephira meeting room. I heard that a control team employee has resigned from the corporation. Good job. You do know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? Death? I'll take that as a no. I do sometimes miscalculate what information I should deliver to you and what I shouldn't. Some aspects of our company that I consider natural and obvious may come as quite a shock to you. We have a variety of roles here. It's like a well-structured play. Every actor has a role, and they must be faithful for their part without any error, synergizing with each other. Now imagine that one of the actors decides to leave the stage because they didn't like their role. So I think in the situation where you're containing horrible monstrosities, you want redundancy, but, you know, the actor should have played their predetermined part at the predetermined time before making their exit stage left, but to leave the stage without fulfilling their part means that the life of the role and its actor are finished. That is what we mean when we say someone resigns. Great job, manager. You did exactly what I asked of you. I knew you could do it. You'll never guess how much I rooted for you back there. As for me, the day went all right. We covered a joint emergency protocol drill for my team, not a single dropout or injury. Everyone did a good job. Not to say that it was perfect, though. By the way, manager, have you seen something creepier than the abnormalities? Those entities that wander the facility unable to be contained, and sometimes they manifest themselves in the corridors? Drills do no good when you encounter them, since we don't have enough data on them, so we always have to stay alert. I think she's hallucinating. No matter how meticulous our plan is, we can't control the unknown. Sometimes when I encounter them, I get a strange feeling. It's not like fear or anything, some other sensation. Strange, isn't it? I feel nauseous, like something within me is palpitating out of control, and it feels like I'm no longer myself. Oh, well, how could I describe it? Like something's wriggling inside of me, little by little. Malkuth, your job is just to keep the abnormalities in control. You need to make sure that they're happy, so they'll produce as many PE boxes as they can. Please work hard on this. Everything else should be secondary to the objective. Goal: complete 4 work processes with a good result. That should be pretty easy. Mission Semper Fi. Alright. So we basically just have to expand these in order. I think at some point we'll have the ability to expand things without doing it in order. I don't know. Alright, so we've got access to the ability to do joint command, order agents to work in other departments, assembly summons, recall scattered agents to their home department's main room. We only have one thing, so none of these really matter that much. And we can also do the speed up thing. I'm going to go with joint command because that sounds like that could be important later. But I'm not too sure how fast you get like a whole bunch of the research in this game anyway, so... Alright, let's hire a new person. You're hired. Are you? Not great, but whatever. Alright, so... Looks like you've leveled up a little bit, so your work success rates have gone up. I'm going to go ahead and strengthen our employee here, and we're going to increase temperance, because that increases our work success rate. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we should still have one more lobotomy point. We'll keep that loitering around just in case something comes up here. Alright. So we got Yunho, Tatiana, Loki, and Shad. Shao Kahn? Alright, so what have we got here? Well, we still have this thing. And this has basically been maxed out, so we know exactly what we're getting into as far as this thing goes. Which is frankly not much. Work success chance, work speed, works... I think this only applies to it, though. And then we've also got this thing as the new one. Let's take a closer look at it. Not seeing any seagulls here. I'm seeing some shrimp that are trying to get you to drink a free soda. That is interesting. Okay, so employee records, source unknown. Hey, have you guys ever been to one of those lobotomy meetups? Mind you, it took a bit of courage for me to bring this up again. You see, there's a bunch of clubs in this company where employees gather up. I once attended some kind of ping pong group event thing, but there weren't any girls there, so I pulled out real quick, lol. So like one day I saw this announcement for some weird get-together on the core message board. I got interested, so I called up the group leader and he introduced himself as Redacted from Safety. I asked if there were any girls to the group and he told me there were a ton of female employees. Now that got me super interested, so I signed up right away for the upcoming meetup. So I showed up, got a name tag like everyone else. I don't remember everything, but I think I saw like 3 people from training and 2 from information. About half an hour later, the leader brought in dozens of cans of wheelchairs on the train and gave one to each of us. I should have realized something was wrong because the can was already open, but I'm a sucker for soda and I just gulped the damn thing down my throat the moment he passed me can Lamau. Does this turn you stupid? Alright, let's select our work here. Let's start from the top here, I guess. One of the first things you want to figure out is which stats are effective on these sort of situations. And the other thing you want to figure out is roughly how dangerous they are. You can estimate how dangerous one of these guys is, as far as I can tell, by the number of how much everything costs. Since this thing costs the same as 100 sins, or 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds, I'm guessing that it's about as dangerous as it, which is to say it's probably not very dangerous. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well we got, what are you doing? That, not sure how I feel about that. Alright, okay, so Insight and Instinct are high chances. That's interesting, because we picked one of those and did not get very good results. Alright, let's try Insight with you. I'm gonna let someone else get some work done down here. Loki, you do some work down there. Get some training. Even though we don't technically need the boxes from that one, because we could get all our boxes just from this here. Alright, so what happens down here? What sort of... The vending machine overwhelms Tatiana with its shiny neon lights. Checking methodical gradient, checking intellectual demand, checking aesthetic pleasing of environment. There's a rumor floating about that people have been abducted onto a fishing boat after drinking an open can of grape-flavored soda. Well, that looks like a grape. Don't take the one from there, I guess. Jeez. Ooh, that looks like this is going to be perfect. Yay! She got a blue can. Seems to think that's good. Okay. Didn't get abducted by whatever the hell. Alright. Do I go managerial guidelines or do I go basic information? Let's go managerial guidelines. Upon completion of the process, a canned beverage is discharged from the vending machine. The type of beverage that is emitted seems to vary in correlation with the work type. Test results WA. W1. A red drink can is emitted. The employee who has ingested the beverage said it had a distinctive aroma and sweetness and expressed a feeling of heightened energy after. Following the test, the... What? What? Alright. Test result W2. A blue drink can is emitted. It contains an odorless liquid that is highly carbonated. It has been found to be effective in restoring mental strength. So I guess if our employees are taking damage, we can use these to fix that. Oh, there we go. The physical health is subject to okay. Test result W3, W4. A purple drink can is emitted. Its appearance, composition, and taste are exactly the same as other grape-flavored carbonated beverages. It has been found that the physical fortitude and mental strength and gesture both recovered. So, this probably gives you... Actually, no, this gave us a blue can. W1, W2 blue. W1 red. So it must be these two give you something that heals both? I don't know. Alright, well, this game's got shit tons of lore. Alright, so let's keep using Insight for now. Send Rookie over here. Not sure how dangerous like a vending machine could possibly be, but maybe those shrimp people could eat you or something like that. Or kidnap you. Alright, clip off meltdown. Don't actually know what that's going to do, so let's not worry about it. This guy's doing really well as well. Why did our first one go so poorly? Alright, workday is considered complete. Let's grab the basic information, probably. Let's grab the basic. Ego gifts, acquisition probability 5%. Soda. Oh, those weren't beards those guys were getting, they were getting soda mouth. That's interesting. Okay, so it doesn't look like the clip-off countdown is actually going here. Interesting. Oh no, yeah it is. Okay. I wonder what happens when I end the day while they're still in there. That would probably be a bad idea, I'd imagine. Ooh, that's not looking quite as good. Alright, well, it's enough for us to get the guideline 5. Alright, caution. When the work resulted with open can of Wiltshires is bad, do not take any drink provided by the vending machine. Great, cool. Fantastic. Alright, we can get escape information. That's the last thing that we can get. Let's go ahead and hit workday complete. We could keep doing more open can of Wiltshires, but... Alright, so we got... However, the curse continues eternally, never broken. What's really pitiful is people like you dying to the likes of me. Which sounds, definitely like someone who wants to kill us. She was so talkative before, yet in the end loneliness was the only listener. This sounds like some sort of ominous ghosty thing, but this also sounds really bad. I'm gonna go with this one. Greetings, Manager. It marks 3 days now that you have worked here. The number of 3 is a mysterious one. In age-old fables, it is common for a mysterious entity to appear and tell the protagonist to utter 3 wishes. Sadly, I am not a major billionaire that can grant you wishes. However, I do happen to know what your predecessor wished for. There was many aspirations, common among them was seeking some kind of growth. To lead the company to prosperity, to achieve spiritual maturity, you name it. Each had wanted to flower in a different way. Which of those 2 would you want? I'll say this one because it seems like the right answer for her. Your future is determined by what you do at this moment. Currently, you work for Lobotomy Corporation. In our company, you will see things that cannot be seen, and you will feel things that cannot be felt. You shall do impossible things. Row, fight the power, I guess? I don't know. May your wish be granted. Perhaps you will become the best manager I have seen yet. Doubtful. So you may be asking yourself if your predecessor managed to fulfill their wish. I suppose what happened to others is not important after all. I do promise to cheer you on for the journey to your final goal, though. You did it again, and you did it flawlessly, too. I myself have a lot of work to do. If you looked at my notebook, my to-do list is always so full, but I know I can get through it. I should do my best, like I always have. I know I'm slower than the others. I always have to check my list or I'll miss something important. That's why I have this notebook with me all the time. Can't leave any mistakes, you know. I've been carrying it for so long that it's almost worn out. It's been with me ever since I began working here as the Sephira of the control team. I know Lady Angela worries about me from time to time, but I've got everything under control. I feel like this is the kind of life I've been yearning for ever since a long, long time ago, maybe even before I was capable of thinking. I feel as if I wished for the same thing before in some other place that wasn't the control team. Elketh, please finish the report I requested by the end of the day. Sure thing, boss. I've got it right here on my list. I'll have it turned in by the end of the day. Well, I should get going now. It's a pleasure talking to you, Manager. Great. The AI hears they're all unstable with the exception of me. It's especially bad for Malkuth. You've noticed, haven't you? I can't complain, though. It only makes it easier for me to control her. Great. Malkuth. Mission, controlling meltdowns. As you may know, our facility isn't really the most stable thing. We're only able to keep the abnormalities contained thanks to the clip-off deterrents, which we briefly which we briefly adjust just before the workday begins, but this deterrence becomes unstable as time goes on and eventually some abnormalities may undergo a meltdown. Complete 8 work processes in containment units under clip-off. So when it's red like that, I have to do that 8 times, which is a lot of work orders. Alright. So, I can now do this stuff here. I'm going to do the assembly summons. Doing things slower is what I probably am going to want to do anyway at this. Alright, so we've got 2 of these things. Let's see what this is going to be like. So this is a little bit more expensive, so this is going to be a little bit more dangerous than the other 2. I think. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Alright, we got an empty slot. Let's go ahead and hire a dude. This guy looks... This person looks absolutely freaking terrified. Alright. So... I kind of want to increase our work success chance with 1 or 2 people. The reason I want to do that is because there's a very possible chance that whatever we're about to get ourselves into is really dangerous. And having this leveled up like this is going to make it so that we've got 1 member of our team who's got at least a really, really high success work rate. Also going to go Tatiana, strength employee, temperance, because this increases our work speed and work success chance there, and that just means that we're less likely to cause some sort of horrible disaster. Yoon Ho is also like level 2 now, so they're probably going to be pretty much fine, I guess. Alright, who's 3? Oh, that looks not good. Alright, well, we'll send Ricky over here to go drink some soda. Good day on the job of your first day. First day of the job is just drinking pop. Okay, what have we got so far? An abnormality taking the form of an old and feeble woman. Anytime someone enters its containment unit, it will talk to that person. I feel like attachment might be good here anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. One of the things about this game is that retry the day is actually, like, as far as I can tell, something that you're really supposed to be doing. So, I'm not going to worry too much about all this. So we want to cause a clip-off meltdown as fast as possible and cause this old lady to rampage and murder the shit out of all of us. That'll be fun. Alright, we're doing well on the open cannon wheelchairs, we're doing well on the 1 cent and hundreds of good deeds. So one of the things that I want to do with her is figure out what sort of managerial guidelines there are, like, quite quickly. Oh, we might get a bad result here. I might have to reset the day. Oh boy. Haru going back in there. And we're going to go ahead and grab the escape information. That should be the whole thing now. And then we can try to buy some ego weapons off of this later. We need a bunch of PE boxes for that though. Alright, so we got the full story. Now, after that, the leader told us it's time to move, and he said he got a van rented for us. We all thought he was an awesome guy for that. I hopped in the van with 2 employees for the Horde, and 1 guy from the same department as me. The leader said it was going to take about an hour drive, so we could just nap if we wanted, so we did. Weird thing was, though, I went to sleep real fast. Like, the moment I shut my eyes, I was out like a light. I have insomnia, but for whatever reason, I fell asleep so fast then. So that was my big mistake. Anyways, I was sound asleep, but then I heard seagulls and I was like, what the fuck, seagulls? Yeah. At first I thought it was someone's phone alarm, but then I heard waves crashing, and I was like, man, this is way too real to be a phone alarm, so I opened my eyes to find myself lying on deck. I was on a goddamn boat, Limafau, an actual real-life boat. I knew I was screwed the moment I saw shrimp hopping around. It sent chills down my spine. I wanted to believe it was all a dream, but I swear that shrimp's realistic flopping was a sobering sight. The realization crushed me like a hammer, and I was surrounded by people who looked like they were the crew. They were all beefed up. I felt like they'd put me back to sleep with force, so I said something wrong. One slip and I'd be swimming with the sharks. Okay. They all chuckled at me while I was spacing out. The guy looked at the captain, walked towards me, and asked me about my height and weight. I asked him when the ship goes to port. He told me it'd be about a month, but that I shouldn't try to run away or anything because they already made a deal with my people. I had no idea who my people were, but I was too scared to ask. The other crew members called me over for lunch. They're making instant ramen, putting shrimp, crabs, clams, and all that other sorts of stuff in. They told me to stop acting like I was about to jump into the sea and to try their ramen. I said no at first, but they laughed at me again, saying they weren't any sleeping pills or stuff like that, and gave me some anyway. This is a long freaking paragraph. A man's gotta live, so I ate it. It tasted better than I expected. As soon as we finished lunch, they told me they were going to teach me how to adjust the ropes. I pretty much gave up at that point, so I just simply answered, sure. All I could see anyway were these little islands that no one would have a chance to surviving on. For a month, I learned how to pull up fish traps, fill bait boxes, repair fish nets, cook some ramen, get coffee, all sorts of stuff. I kept getting better, and I got to the point where I could prepare mackerel, sashimi, and fish stew for the crew. Everyone complimented it, said I could open a restaurant with that stew. Later on, we went through a couple of typhoons. Then I started forming some kind of bond. Companionship. Whales were becoming common sight at this point. 2 weeks in, the captain told me I was pretty good and asked me if I was interested in officially joining the crew. When I thought about it, I would have been fired from the Corps anyway, so it seemed like a legit opportunity to make a living. This is the first time. Did he get paid for this? What am I doing now? Well, I've been promoted and now I'm living fine. I found true happiness in cracking open a cold one after a hard day's work, covered in seawater and sweat. I'm at the port now, but we gotta take off soon to catch some more shrimp. Never know what your future holds, bros. Sometimes I think about those other folk who were at the meetup that day. Not that I really want to snoop around to find out, though. I just try to keep a positive mind. I want to say they're hopefully doing good just like me. Oh, it's time to sail. Let's see you guys. This guy is... Alright, well... I guess actually if they get kidnapped by this thing, they don't die. That's nice at least, I guess. This I'm probably going to have to redo, it looks like. Because usually when you fail one of these, they die horribly. Clip off melt down here. Cool. Okay, so we're going to send Shao over there. This is... Actually, we might have passed here. I think we're fine. It's not going to be a good result, it's going to be a sort of neutral result, but we'll be able to use this to figure out what sort of things they like and what sort of things they don't. Oh, now we're pulling back. We're pulling it back. Okay. So our clip-off meltdown has been dealt with. Our open can of well cheers, we got maximum results. We can go ahead and buy a gun. Made out of soda, I guess, for some reason. Come on, let me... Oh, there we go. Instincts. We'll send Haru again. Okay, so we can learn 3 of these. We know attachment is not great, but... Oh no, 2. Shit. Maybe we'll do managerial guidelines first. When an abnormality other than 00112 was worked with, the clip-off counter lowered. When the clip-off counter reached 0, black shapes formed inside the containment unit. We decided to dub these shapes Solitude based on the condition in which they form. When the Solitude piled up, it stuck to Mary when they entered the containment units. Well, that doesn't sound... all this sounds pretty bad. I'm gonna try this again since we at least succeeded last time, so that's bare minimum plus. Alright, we're technically, like, day completed, but I want to get another clip-off meltdown. And I want to get more data on this. Like, we can reset the day if I screw up too badly. Yeah, her clip-off counter we can't actually see. Oh, right. Let's see here. What's her problem going to be? Alright, team. Go beat the ever-loving crap out of your leader. Alright, so... How did you all whiff that badly? Also, what happened to you? Come back here. Oh, now they're all mad, too. Okay, well, I guess if everybody's mad, I'm gonna just do this. So the thing that I forgot was that I need to refresh her, it looked like she was taking a bunch of damage from the, whatever it's called, so... Basically, when you do a failed box thing, what happens is you end up taking... Let's try Insight. Let's do that. you take some mental damage, and you need to heal that between jobs, so I forgot to do that. Well, you don't have to if you're taking little enough damage, but I kept forgetting it's like by each box, not by failure. Well, it is by failure, but like you count like the total numbers of complete failures that you sort of have. So what I would probably want to do is send an agent down here, do this thing. I think I lose all that information too, but it looks like it's fine. As far as like the information I got, I probably don't need different information. Maximum will cheers, perfect. Ooh, this is looking real bad. Let's do insight here. All we're looking for is at the very least mediocre. So we're gonna send you to go deal with the will cheers thing after this. Well, we'll do this one first. Ooh, this is real bad. Am I at the point where it's dangerous? I think we're gonna get mediocre. Whew. Okay. Let's figure out one of these here. Let's look up repression, maybe? Low. So we want to avoid repression. Okay, I've only got 60 seconds to get someone in here, so I'm going to want someone that's a bit closer. I don't know what the meltdown does for this thing, honestly. Okay, so, you know what, actually, I think you can reach there. Let's do an insight. Let's do instinct here. I should have enough time to walk over to there, I think. Resetting days is just like... It's one of those ones where you think it's kind of like cheaty, but I think it's actually the expected way to play this game, is to reset constantly. Since we've been talking to so many other people, we should be getting a meltdown here pretty fast, given what we learned about last time, but... Yeah, there's a real chance that this is going to result in a disaster as well. I just need to find out the stat that has like a high success rate. I have 2 guns, that way people are beating someone down with a baton. That actually, instinct is working really well here. Interesting. So our leader should actually be back to like good mental stability after that well cheers can, and also standing around in here increases their stamina or health and sanity. So I'm gonna head back down there one more time, I guess, with their team leader. Common. All right, attachment is actually the way to go with this. That's disturbing. Given how poorly I did the first time. Also feel like, given the state of this, you'd think that that would actually be the dangerous one, but whatever. We'll send Xiao over there. I just want to cause meltdowns. Alright, send Tatiana over there to deal with the well cheers. I wonder if that's supposed to be like Welch's. What's the grandma say here? Not seeing that little bit of text that sometimes shows underneath these. A bit of a shame, honestly. I think I'm just getting like bad luck on this one. So we've been failing a lot of these checks. Maybe high is relative, I guess. Alright, so 10 gets me to the point where I can finish off managerial guidelines to figure out if there's anything dangerous in here. Parker had to deal with continuous white damage until the solitude eventually fell off. Until it was gone, they could not move or do any work. I think I misread something about the solitude. When the clip-off counter reached 0, black shapes formed inside the containment unit. We decided to dub these shapes solitudes based on the condition in which they form. When the solitude piled up, it stuck to Mary when they entered the containment unit. Okay, I see what happens with this. Okay. So we drop down to having 3 left. We need some more insight on this one, obviously. Alright. I'm going to call this a done workday. I'm not going to try and continue on with more. I could try to cause another meltdown, but I probably should actually, like, really utilize all that time I have. Those betrayed hearts sank into the depths, slowly forgotten in the ever-lengthening corridors of time. Now everything will be just fine. Many of those who underwent an operation inside the machine have found themselves rested and healthy again. This sounds actually positive. This sounds also pretty positive. This one doesn't sound quite as positive. I'm gonna go with this one. Do you take pride in what you do here? If not, this recent news will likely change your mind. After your arrival, the rate of energy output has increased by 13%. If you still don't feel the significance of this figure, then let me add that it's a record-breaking percentage. How do you feel? I can take pride in that, sure. I doubt that's true, but ever since you began working here, the company has been taking strides in improvement. This means you are performing your role well. This shows that there should be only good news to come. A machine such as myself doesn't flatter easily. It is good to know that you're happy with your work. I remember your face the very first time you came here. You were so withdrawn. Face all gray and grim, and you were all nervous about my presence. Don't worry, it's okay for you to be happy now. Today's a rather special day. You see that bottle of champagne on the table? Allow me to pour you a glass. Shall we toast? Today's occasion is not something as monumental as someone's birthday or the company's day of founding. You lost an employee for the first time yesterday. I didn't lose an employee, did I? In fact, many more shall follow. I'm telling you. Oh, this is about that one in that meeting room that was banging on the door. Well, so what's with the music? I'm sure they had felt proud of themselves as they took their final breath. Accepting the deaths with equanimity with the greatest respect you can pay to them. That's why people pop this bottle of champagne for so long, blah blah blah. I'll drink the champagne. To properly drink a glass of champagne, one should gently hold the lower stem of the glass and then take it in lightly, savoring the bubbles. Perfect, just like that. Where am I getting this music from? Is that seriously? Let's open my volume mixer here. Yep, that is... alright. I don't feel like this makes sense for this game, but okay. Very, very, unexpected. Anyhow. Alright, so we got some people here. What's this thing? Oh. Well, that's different. What? Okay, cool. Let's, I think actually, like, I'm pretty happy with where our employees are for the most part here. It would be nice, Haru, you look like you're sort of the toughest member of the squad. Alright, you're getting an extra bit of, not prudence, fortitude. Confirm that. And I guess we'll keep some points just in case we need to, replace someone. I wonder if I have to do this in one day. I kind of feel like I have to look that up, actually, to figure out if that's true. Alright, well, some sort of machine thingy. Cool. Haru getting the machine. Otherwise, let's get you with Yun-Ho. And we still want to cause clip-off meltdowns, so I guess we do send someone to do this other stuff here. I don't really feel like we want more soda right now, since I don't want to end up with soda face with everybody. Gonna find out, like, you know, something horrible about this, I bet. really want to know is just like, why is this such a... not working for me? Alright, Haru, get in the machine. What? What? I don't think I should put the same person in there more than once. Let's send... I don't understand what's going on with that at all. Alright, interesting. Alright, so we perfected this one. Let's go ahead and send Loki in there. I have to remember to let her heal after doing this, maybe get a can of soda or something like that, although... So I wonder if it says no, is it going to murder the crap out of them or something like that? Also, actually, who's in there? Haru? Oh, he's got a bunch of pluses. Huh. Okay. Right, so that wasn't too bad, apparently. Let's get insights. Nope. When an employee uses this machine, they will experience an increase in all their stats. Okay. Send Loki in there for a little bit. We're gonna let you recover your sanity. So I'm just going to do it like this. Try and get Tatiana down there and do that, I guess. Sometimes you just hope that someone else has a bit of better luck. And we'll have Haru head down there. Just keep you guys working. Oh, we got our clip-off meltdown in the open can of wheelchairs room, which is great. Can I even get 8 meltdowns in one day? I don't know. Oh, that gets faster. Does the buff get bigger and bigger? Oh, wow, that is some big numbers. Okay, let's get you in there to get another soda. Bring you back up like 100%. I guess like the old lady and her are not compatible at all, because like Tatiana's doing way better there. Alright, whatever. I don't know if I want to overly press this machine here. Okay, I need to have an entire minute before we get more information on this. Do we have information on how long we've used this thing? This is practically a perfect run on this. This is... Okay, Tatiana, you're the old lady caretaker from now on. Alright, let's keep causing clip-off meltdowns. Tatiana would have only taken 1 damage from that. Alright. Ooh, that is an interesting picture. Maximum E-box is 14. Alright. An abnormality taking the form of an old and feeble woman. Anytime someone enters the containment unit, will talk to that person. What it tells different from time to time. However, it will always commence with "Dearie, dearie, would you like to hear a story?" This story could be a lullaby, an unspecified poem, a nursery rhyme, a common children's story, or something entirely new. It knows every children's story and will not stop recounting until the listener finally leaves. Excerpt from the counseling record. She may be the loneliest of all the abnormalities. She's filled with loneliness and tells her tales to fill that void. Well, every story needs a listener. When someone enters her room, she will try to fill that void. Of course, listening to her is a very dangerous thing. She knows every story on Earth, and even those that cannot possibly exist. Our minds can't cope with such a thing. She could fry your brain in an instant. Great. I'm gonna order Tatiana to use this thing, get her that buff, and then I'm gonna send her back in with the old lady. Alright, we should have another meltdown pretty soon. Oh, nice. It's the place we're just sending someone to anyway. What the hell's a meltdown for this thing do anyway? You must be happy. Interesting. Alright, so... yeah, plus 15 right now. That should be pretty good. Abnormality, basic information. You must be happy. Tool, abnormality, classification, channeled use. There's no story or lore here other than this stuff. Alright, interesting. Alright. Do I keep causing meltdowns? Let's just keep causing meltdowns today. Let's just send in Shao. This will also get us some levels and stuff like that, so... also, I want to get, like, information out of this old lady here. Oh, I'm doing a lot worse this time for some reason. Her clip-off counter is at 1, which doesn't sound great to me. Although the consequences of going to 0 are not too severe, as long as we don't do anything too mentally taxing for the person who goes in there, and pay attention to the fact that that's happening. Her clip-off counter actually went up there. I think every time you talk to her, it goes back up. Alright, can we cap this? Let's see here. Ego gift probability 8%, solitude I. Work success rate plus 3, work speed plus 3. That's actually pretty good. Alright, so we've gotten to full observation level with this. That's lovely. Apparently you can get a revolver from her that does sanity damage, which is weird. Weak to red. Not very good. It's not very strong. An abnormality taking the form of an old feeble woman. This didn't change anything. I would have thought that that would have added a little bit to her lore. Interesting. Okay, how far off are we from, like... meltdown right now? Let's say for Tatiana. Wonder how long that buff lasts. Ah, shit. That's not good. Okay. On the very least, like, I tend to pass this one, so, like, we probably aren't going to die. Also, what is the unescaping? Huh. Oh, shit. Let's cancel that. You know what? Today's fine. I think we're done today. We'll deal with that tomorrow. Yeah, that's interesting. Our founder, A, has said this to me many a time. Each successful experiment makes you a better person. The greatness of this company is founded on multitudes of trials and hardships, so you too shall become great. Each day in the company is another small experiment towards shaping your life for the better. How has your day been today? Well, of course it was fine. Let's spare the pleasantries. No? Manager, how's your life been? Nothing spectacular, just okay. Leading a normal life could be considered an achievement in this day and age, although one can always improve the quality of their life. This is a simple metaphor, but the seed of a tree will not grow just anywhere. It requires fertile soil, the right temperature, and fresh water. However, most seeds fall on barren soil. Those malfallen seeds stretching out their roots and sprouting even small leaves are challenges full of pain. I cannot provide you with water or sunlight. However, I will do my best to tend to the soil. Great. Hopefully that old lady's chilled a little bit. Because the amount of sanity damage they were implying is actually quite a lot. Great, so... yeah, this literally is the whole story. I got it before I got the whole thing. Interesting. Okay, so, it's friggin'... I feel like I want to do that, just because, like, we're not succeeding hard enough with some of these. Alright. 75 work success rate. Increases it by 15%, though. That's actually not as much as I thought. Haru, you might have to learn how to kick people's asses a little bit more. Alright, and we're gonna keep the rest sort of spare. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Alright, begin management. Oh yeah, old lady's chilled out. Great. Let's try this again. Let's get Haru in there. Who do I want to have weird fuzzy face thing? Let's get Xiao to be the soda person. Okay, Xiao, you're just permanently on soda duty. If I remember that, I probably will forget. I still don't really see a day counter. Ooh, this clip-off counter went back before too, which is great. I guess you just need to sleep on it. The thing is, like, this is something that is relatively technically safe, because even if she starts freaking out, she won't leave or anything. We can just leave her in there. Oh, shit. Oh, jeez. That got fast. God. Okay, who was that? That was, Haru? Holy crap. That is some stats. Okay. Well, I don't know. Insight. Haru. Already immediately forgetting the thing I just said I was going to be doing. Oh, this is going real well this time. Alright, old lady. Meltdown in the soda room. We got someone en route. Okay, I can get away with another one of these, since I only took the one hit of sanity damage. Let's actually frickin' watch this time. I'm trying to just sort of do this, like, calmly and not freak out too much and not... Oh wow, that sucked. What the hell? Alright, well, he got out of it alive, so that's all that really matters. Interesting. He's got a lot of hit points, so let's send him in there to heal back those hit points he lost from drinking a can of wheelchairs. Watch as he, like, drinks soda to death or something like that. Alright. Loki, get in there. I wonder what you're supposed to do with all these unique boxes at a certain point. Like, at a certain point, there's no way you could actually, effectively use them all. Like, what are we going to do with 138 unique PE boxes for the 1 cent and hundreds of good deeds? Hard for me to figure out what exactly you would do with that. Alright, Tatiana, you're heading over there. Oops, shit. Stats will increase greater the longer the machine is used. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. Yeah, so they went down because it was on no. I kind of was guessing that was probably how it worked. I don't know, let's just try and get you some of your stats back, I guess. Not gonna let him stay in there as long. There we go. Yeah, so net positive, that's fine. Don't want to go too overboard with that. They'll probably, like, explode or something bullshit like that. Let's do attachment with just you, doesn't really matter. And let's do... send Loki over there. This thing's hard to level up. Oh shit. Okay, I can't immediately redo this necessarily because I've lost a lot of sanity with this particular worker already. But workday complete, so I could just end the day. I feel like just ending the workday probably would be our best bet here. But I am trying to get... we'll move here. How come I can't get her to move? Okay, I've got to get Yoon Ho down there. Oh, that's where the elevator is. Okay, well... got 50-something seconds to get down there. Oh wow, we didn't do well in the soda again somehow. Well, hopefully we don't just outright fail that. Apparently they get taken by a boat or something? I don't know. Alright, now I just have to complete this. Do I want to cause more problems? I kind of want to try just... let's just cause problems until the day doesn't let us do any more. I haven't actually had Tatiana in here yet. Okay, so that's another meltdown averted. Why is someone uncontrollable right now? Oh, that was very temporary. Okay, fixed itself. Let people heal up a little bit before I try and do the old lady again, if I am going to try to do the old lady again. Did I not get a new abnormality actually last day? I just realized I didn't get a new abnormality. That's interesting. Is there like a time limit to days, I wonder? Alright. How long have I done this? Like, I can't really tell for sure. The total time for the like final thing is 3 minutes 20 seconds. It's a long time. Alright, well, workday complete. I only need 2 more meltdowns, I think, before we finish that mission. The more blood it has, the more beautiful it... oh, that sounds a little ominous. Please eat my dreams. This is a recording of the day we must never forget. Okay, a recording of the day we must never forget might be something really tragic. If it's telling me to eat its dreams, then I could just always opt to not eat its dreams? I don't... This sounds potentially really bad. This sounds like bad, but... you know, let's... The other two are giving me bad vibes and I don't know why. Alright. As you are aware, there are numerous employees working for a company. A majority of them would like to know more about you as a person. Some will take the initiative and attempt to approach you first. It's rather funny knowing who you are will not do anything to improve their odds. There are no regulations to prevent them from coming all the way to your office to interact with you face to face, unfortunately. Seems the one who set those rules in place did not consider situations like this. And I suppose this may be a good opportunity for you to show them that you are generous and caring enough to have chit-chats with your subordinates. Words tend to travel faster than you think. I will not stop you from meeting with someone. If there are employees who wish to visit you, please keep in mind that you do not have to do everything they ask of you. Simply thank them for their effort. Tell them you hope that they will keep up the good work. That will benefit both parties, don't you think? Are you still following me? What we need is a gesture of goodwill and nothing more. Do not go overboard and listen to whatever nonsense they have to say. Give them a vending machine, next they will come knocking demanding a bar. I expect you to make the right decision. Information team, openable. Alright. Alright, well that's... Hello. This is Yasad. I'm in charge of the information team and its departments. I'll give you a proper greeting later. Are you planning to open up the information department before starting the day? Sure. What's the worst that could happen? I'm assuming the department shape will form the Saphira, but... Memory repository imprinted. Don't know what that ultimately means, but... Let's hire some new dudes. Alright, Vera. We'll put you down here. I want Tatiana down here as, like, the sort of leader of this place. Let's do it like this. We'll hire another newbie. Actually, I should put the newbies up here. Stick Haru down here. Bring Vera up there. And we'll hire one more person. Got Justin over here. So Shao is still kind of a newbie. We'll have one newbie down in information team. Okay. So I don't think we've got any information on this stuff. The reason I'm doing it this way is like this stuff is all pretty safe other than... Even this one technically we can just ignore, so maybe we actually just don't need anyone that impressive down there. I can just sort of level up using these things. I'm still wondering, like, if I need to control 8 meltdowns in the same day, because that would suck. Greatest Ordeal Dawn. That's interesting. Also, I do believe I can add... Okay, so who were we going to have suppressing? We want to look for people who've got high attack speed to take the new weapons, I think. So our plucky newbies actually got pretty good attack speed. So we'll give you one, and we'll give you one. Alright, so we got those soda guns, I guess. Kind of worried about whatever the hell this is going to be, but, oh, no, this looks like it won't be that dangerous. Really? Interesting. Oh no, it might be. It's sort of in between. Okay. Definitely could be worse. Alright, let's get those guys with guns a little bit more attack speed. So Justice is for guns. Why is this going to cost 3? Holy shit. Interesting. Oh, and you had a gun, but you were... Alright, well... That should be fine. Alright, what have we got new here? Looks like a tree. If it's blood, I'm gonna guess instinct has something to do with it. Don't know for sure. And let's start working on causing some meltdowns. So, newbie, get in there. Newbie getting there. Shao getting there. Anybody caught with soda face will be fed to the old lady, I guess. Okay. Do I want to send someone to deal with the old lady? Probably. Don't want to have, like, weird meltdown. Instinct looks like it's working really well here, so that's promising. It's causing sanity damage. Okay. So I do feel like Instinct works well with this, so I'm going to skip that for now. When the result was good, the clip-off counter lowered. That's interesting. When an employee panicked in the containment unit, the clip-off counter lowered. When the clip-off counter reached 0, a few random employees in the facility began to move towards 004-100's unit. The status was designated as captivated. When a captivated employee reached the containment unit, they were dragged into the tree. That? That doesn't sound good. Oops, did I accidentally... you know what, you got pluses. I just randomly... Okay, cool. That's good, I guess. Instinct... Let's get... Could send Haru in there just because Haru's got a whole bunch of positive hit points. I don't know, I don't think that that's actually a good idea, but... This thing was dealing mental damage, if I recall correctly. So, how are you feeling? How do I actually check that? I know I saw health bars somewhere. Here. Okay, you only took 2 sanity damage, so you're actually pretty okay. I think actually you heal a little bit if you stay in there too, so... Instinct's gonna send Newbie in there again. Oh, what the hell? Uncontrollable, great. Well, that sucks. Anyway, let's see if we can get this to work for other people for now. Insights, send Griffin in there. Vera, have you used that yet? Let's just check. Okay. Yeah, Tatiana's stats did fully heal back up there. Fortunately, the meltdown happened somewhere where we're already sending someone to fix it, so that's good, I guess. Okay, so... Yeah, her sanity is not looking good, so we're gonna let her go back up to there. Oh, shit. Okay, so they've gone insane. Alright, let's retry the day. I feel like part of that was just really we had some bad luck on the rolls there, but... Okay, so... Instinct wasn't a guaranteed thing here, so we'll send you again and try the same thing, but... Alright. Griffin... Vera... And we'll send Shao first into there. This time I need to watch friggin' Shao doing this. So we'll actually figure out the different stats for this thing, I think, first, but now we know a little bit about how it operates. Its clip-off counter sort of does whatever the hell it wants, it seems. Wow, we are just failing everywhere. Cool. Look at that, jeez. Oops. How much did he lose? I don't think he actually lost anything. Oh, that didn't count, maybe. Alright, that's probably enough of that. Okay, so we need you to heal. Only got enough for like one of these. Let's click on Insight. Nope. Okay, Insight's common, so it's not that bad. Our sanity's real low right now. Gonna let things take a bit of a break for a second here. So I don't want the meltdown to happen there right yet. You know what, screw it. What's the worst that could happen? Well, that is the worst that could happen, but, you know. Okay, success rate is considered high. You can hop back in there. There we go. Okay, this is still not perfect here. Oh, jeez. Well, barely made it out of that alive. Let's try refreshing. Nope. Is it attachments? That would be so weird if it's attachment. Alright. Did you fail again? God damn it. Fortunately, you're resilient enough mentally to not freaking die from that, but get back up to medical. Jesus. Okay. So far, Insight is the one that seems to be best, but given the way this is organized, I'm feeling like attachment might actually be what we should have been doing this whole time, which is weird. Oh, it's saying it's dawn, so there is a timer. An ordeal will manifest in the next clip-off meltdown. Doubt. What is that thing? Alright, everybody. Actually, let's, I don't actually know what we're doing here, so just hope for the best. I also can't tell. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's get you guys to go back up to here, I guess. If we can. I might lose some dudes here. I'll move you guys back out to here as well. These things don't seem to have taken very much damage, honestly. Well, we did get some of this. Alright, how's this? This is actually just common, Jesus. Alright, what am I supposed to do with that? Alright, so there's a bunch of dead people out here, but, They're randoms, that's fine. I just want to check their health. I think a way to do that, we could click on this and see what their health is based on that. It's not great, not gonna lie. Every few moments here we get some of the health back though. Where did those robots come from anyway? Jesus. Alright everybody, let's get the squad to roll out here. Oh shit. Run! Alright, we got one of them. Flank him, flank him. Let's see here. One of them is about to die here. But, you know what? No point risking things. Let's dance our ways out of here again. Yeah, he's pretty much close to dead here. Is he coming upstairs? Oh, he's coming upstairs. He's coming to say hello. Alright, let's get pretty much everybody except that one guy. How do I select everyone except that one guy? Alright, whatever. How are you guys doing? Oh, you know what? He's pretty full health here. Let's just move out. Controls for this are not great. Just whips out a gun, starts shooting. To live was a process of pain, plus 10% energy quota. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Alright. Well, you know what? I think that was fine. Got 3 rewards, 8 remaining, 0 dead, S rank, great. Could probably also have used sodas to keep my guys alive, but... Alright. Everything will be peaceful while you're under the fairy scare. That sounds actually nice. But... yeah, no, I'm not gonna... There's gonna be something horrible about this as far as, like, downsides go, but it's gonna be pleasant at first, so... let's just do this. The energy output of our facility is ever increasing. You have proven that you are much more capable than you originally perceived yourself to be. Hi, Echelon is watching you. Our founder A is among them. What do you know about A? A, he is a visionary. A farmer who sowed seeds on virgin soil no one had approached before. In time, he may express interest in meeting you in person. If that happens, you'll be able to make your dreams come true. Myself, of course, I highly admire him, but to be fair, he's the one who created me. He is also an enigmatic person. I imagine there are few who can truly understand him. In fact, to truly understand anyone is difficult. Will the day come that I understand you completely? Manager, you're the head of this corporation. You're supposed to set an example for others, but that outfit would warrant at least 10 penalty points in our department. The manager should be no exception. However, the rules state that Sephira has no authority to impose penalty points on the manager, so I must let you off for now. What do you mean for now? I am Yasad, the Sephira of the information team. The information team is in charge of processing and archiving all the data of our company. New information is generated every day, and we need to ensure that the information is accurate, so we must concentrate and focus on our job at all times. It may be compared to massive bibliotheca. A single bit of misinformation could lead to an uncontrollable disaster. I'm sure you can understand the gravity of my work. Every sliver of the information that you read contains the despair and desperation of our employees. Please do not think lightly of that information. It seems that you are curious about my outfit. I have an aversion to exposing any part of my body. I can relate. I don't exactly remember why I started feeling this way, but it's likely that I've been this way since before I joined the company. So, do you have any spare paper? Our department could use some. I can see you two will get along perfectly. Netzach. Netzach, the rules state that we're not supposed to trade resources between teams. It should be in the very first page of the Sephira manual. Alright. Stop getting that sharp look, Mr. Viper. Well, I'm heading out. Not in the mood to get bitten today. What are you trying to say with the expression of yours? Is this entertaining to you? Does the nickname make you laugh? I apologize, I overreacted a bit. The other Sephira simply used my nickname as a joke, while others used it in a more serious manner. I know there are many employees who genuinely despise me. Nicknames may be a childish thing, but there's no better way to describe a person in such a few words. I personally like my nickname. What's your opinion, manager? Can't remember what game. There's a game where there's like a high-level player named Viper. I think it's Age of Empires 2. But I'm pretty sure he would kick my ass, so it doesn't have a nice ring to it. Is that so? Well, it may sound odd, but I'm still satisfied with it. I should get going now. I need to finish today's work. Oh, and I must send you the next assignment. Complete 4 instinct works. Alright. So that just means I have to hit instinct a bunch of times. Not really that bad. Alright, so we can hire another person for our information team. Gom Jab Neo Nyo. Right. Get in there. Right, so we still have a lot to do with this one. Instinct works just about as well as anything else with this guy. Can the tree escape? I don't really know. This guy's saying no, but I mean, that guy's always saying no. Alright. Send you over there. Send you over here. Send you over here. Send you over here. We will do this, I guess. Saying my chances of success are only common. Could I potentially increase my odds with something? I don't know. Also, there's these fairies here, so that's lovely. Attachments? Alright, we'll send Haru over there, I guess. Don't really feel like I'm gonna get through this day alive here. Alright. Tatiana, I probably need to improve her success rate once. Alright, we're gonna get everybody into a thing and we're gonna have an immediate meltdown. Fantastic. Alright, so where is the meltdown? I feel like we had one and then it immediately got solved. Dawn, an ordeal will manifest in the next clip of the meltdown. Great. Oh, it's over here by the fairies. Okay, so that went not great, but the fairies went okay at least. How dangerous are they actually? Let's just send you back in there, I guess. Alright. Attachments seem to work okay, so we're just going to send Haru in there for another of that, although I could actually check this. Instinct works well. Attachment also works well. I can actually check all these. You know what? Let's cancel that. Let's use Instinct. Just so I can get that done. Alright, so... Did I accidentally cancel that again? I probably accidentally canceled it again. I don't like this thing. If I'm totally honest with you. I do not. Okay, so let's send Vera in there next. Select some work for here again. Let's see if we're back up to health here. Alright. Back you go. Let's check out some of these managerial guidelines. When the work result was normal or good, small fairies appeared around the employee. Small fairies will heal the employee's HP over a limited time. That's actually really nice. If an employee under the fairy's care is assigned to a different containment unit, they will immediately die and be consumed by the fairies. Oh. Well, that's different. Is this armor looking... That armor looks kind of okay. A little bit better than some of the other ones that I've seen. There we go. That one succeeded. Basic information here. Oh, that's an interesting picture. Okay, Shao, you haven't used it yet. What the hell have you got here? Oh no, that's the box counter behind you. Okay, fantastic. Alright, so how's everyone in this department feeling here? Everyone in this department's looking great. Okay, but let's get Shao into this thing. We'll keep an eye on that before I try and look at anything else right now. Basic information, work damage is health, but they heal it back as long as you keep sitting the same person. This one is going to take me a lot longer to fully research just because the cost is much higher. Flip-off counter's at 2. You can get cherry blossom hats out of that. That's pretty interesting. Oh, the old lady's got this problem here. I think we just leave her alone for now. And if we have to deal with that, I'll send in someone I know survives that, so that's sort of the important thing as far as that goes. I guess each of these is like, it progresses time when there's a clip-off meltdown, which is weird, but seems to be the way it works. Oh, this actually leveled. Alright, so this is, be sure to stop the machine only when it displays yes. If it is stopped while on no, all the stats will drop as much as they were due to increase. Yeah, I kind of managed to get that, actually. Alright. So... can I succeed at this? Do I want to try to succeed at this? Alright, attachment, we'll send Haru again. If we send the same person over and over again to the fairies, then they'll probably get eaten, but you know, it's not our problem. And it is technically our problem. The old lady being miserable at this point in time is just like... right, robots. Also, this person's gone nuts. Oh, and you've got your, someone's unlocked the headband here. Neat. Okay. Well, we've heavily buffed up our dudes, so... and they've run into this area here. Okay, we need to run you guys away, I guess. I could just workday complete this. Oh wait, that's heading straight towards other problems. Yeah, you guys are still full health, if I recall correctly. we'll send you guys over there. Griffin, you're full health, so it's just you were heavily damaged. Oh, there's the other one, though. We'll move you back down here, actually. I don't really get much for killing these guys. You know what? I'm just going to end the workday. Information team is saw the Viper has been cleared. Everyone's alive. This is fine. Hopefully the killer robots despawn. Because we've already done that one. Over time, her unbearable sorrow grew into a mournful obsession covered in countless lengthy hairs. However, the curse continues eternally. Many hands float in the bath. They are the hands of the people I once loved. Jeez. Oh, jeez. I don't think I like any of these. Over time, we're unbearable. Okay, well, let's do this one, I guess. Hair Ghost. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if one of your subordinates, who is harvesting from an abnormality to meet quota, shall face certain death doing so? This is a very basic question, so I'm certain you know the right answer. We must continue producing energy. That was not the perfect answer I was expecting. The truest answer would be to harvest enough energy before such a situation could arise. Lobotomy Corporation is an industry giant, and its mission to produce energy is their top priority. You do seem to listen to my words. I expect you to manage your subordinates with that attitude. Great. You exceeded my expectations despite your first impression. Allow me to explain your next. Yes, Saad, I just heard that your team had a ton of casualties. How many times has it been now? Shouldn't you be at your team's side? It looks super depressing over there. Accidents happen. I want them to understand it's not a big fuss. Dwelling on it only encourages them to cry more and will eventually tire them out. But people have died. Maybe you should say something like at least some half-hearted commemorative speech to cheer the employees up. I mean, we should lead our departments and all. Perhaps your aim is different from mine, then. I see no point in being sentimental. Caring too much about the respect of the employees or the little complaints they make will steer you away from what's truly important. Well, I'm just saying, I guess there's no right answer, is there? We're both busy, so I'll see you later. What do you think, Matter? Should I go come for them for the sake of the department's morale? Yes, you should. I'm honestly surprised to hear that from you. Do you think it's realistic for you to show up in every department every time an accident occurs? You, the man who spends the whole day incessantly watching employees die through that shiny monitor. No one's died yet. I take it that you're only saying this because you're inexperienced and are still clinging to the vague sense of goodwill. No, I'm saying this because people are not very efficient when their morale is low. Such shallow sympathy does no good in the corporation, so I urge you to get rid of it. Let's see here. Via insight work, we can indirectly handle the abnormalities through insight we aim to find, so do 5 insight works. Okay. Confirm that. Have we finished our job for the other one yet? I feel like it really is. We have to do the whole thing. Let's see here. Display HP UI, display damage UI. Manuals that thoroughly describe countermeasures for the abnormalities will be distributed to the clerks to reduce their average levels of fear. I kind of want to be able to see the HP more consistently. That seems like that is something that would be useful. Just because it's kind of annoying otherwise. I still have to do this. Maybe it really is one day. Probably should have tried doing this like way earlier. But, yeah, I think we're going to call this one an episode at this point in time. I still don't really know what I'm doing or if I'm doing anything right. We've only got, like, Zane and Teths, which I think are the sort of safe ones, but let's see if this one looks like it'll probably also be Teth. An abnormality in the shape of a woman against the wall. Over time, her unbearable sorrow grew into a mournful obsession, covered in countless lengthy hairs. Feeling very Japanese Ghost off that one. Right, so I'm going to call this one an episode, but we'll definitely try out some things to try and fix our internet for next week. So I do apologize again that I could not run a stream this week due to the internet connection. Hopefully I'll be able to fix it, but yeah, I hope to see you guys all next time.